They meditate, they manifest, they read books, they watch videos. But when it comes to ascension, they get stuck at the same point every time. Not because they are weak, but because the path demands something deeper than knowledge. It demands a level of inner surrender, discipline, and energy purification that most are unwilling to face. Today you'll learn the 3 hidden reasons why most seekers fail, and how you can avoid traps and rise into your higher self. If you are watching this, you're casually interested in spirituality. You're someone who feels the pull of something higher, a calling, a shift, an inner remembrance that there is more to who you are. But awakening doesn't happen by accident, and it never happens in comfort. This video reveals the pitfalls that stop most seekers, so you can break through them and step into your sacred path with clarity, power, and purpose. Reason 1. They seek feelings, not transformation. Most seekers chase experiences, not evolution. They want the tingles, the visions, the emotional highs, the mystical sensations. But awakening doesn't begin with fireworks, it begins with confrontation. The confrontation with your shadow, your wounds, your attachments, your illusions, your false identities. This is why the journey feels uncomfortable at first, because the ego is dissolving, because the old self is dying. Most seekers retreat the moment the process becomes intense. They think something is wrong. But the truth is that intensity is the awakening. It is the purification of your energy field. It is the stripping away of everything that keeps you from your divine self. Awakening is not about feeling better. It's about becoming clearer, lighter, and more aligned with truth. Reason 2. They don't build the discipline required for ascension. Awakening is not a hobby. It's a lifestyle shift. A total reconstruction of your mental, emotional, and energetic world. But most seekers approach spirituality with the same habits that destroyed their focus. Distraction, inconsistency, emotional indulgence, weak boundaries. You cannot ascend while living a disorganized life. You cannot activate your higher self while drowning in noise. You cannot raise your frequency while feeding low vibration patterns. The awakened mind requires routine, stillness, clean energy, daily practice, self-awareness, inner honesty. This is why semen retention, energy mastery, and discipline are so foundational. Your spiritual power cannot rise in a leaking vessel. Most seekers fail because they skip the discipline and only chase the miracles. But the miracles come after the discipline, not before. Reason 3. They fear losing their current life more than gaining their new self. This is the deepest reason people fail. Awakening requires letting go not of everything, but of everything that blocks your evolution. To awaken, you must release toxic people, old habits, emotional addictions, outdated beliefs, your comfort identity, your attachment to how life should be. Most seekers know what they need to let go of. They can feel it. They sense what the universe is pushing them away from. They know exactly who and what is lowering their frequency. But they hold on anyway. They fear the unknown more than they desire transformation. And this keeps them locked in the same vibrational loop, the same lessons, the same pain. Awakening demands courage. You must be willing to step into the empty space, the sacred unknown, because that is where your higher self appears. The universe cannot fill a life that is already crowded with the past. 1. Embrace the discomfort of awakening. Instead of running from emotional heaviness, sit with it. Feel it fully. Let it rise, move, and release. Your discomfort is not punishment, it is energy clearing. It is the removal of density. It is your old self dissolving so the new self can emerge. This is a sacred process. Honor it. 2. Create a daily ritual that aligns you with your higher self. You don't need hours. You don't need complicated techniques. You need consistency. Every day, choose one aligned action. 5 minutes of breath work, 2 minutes of silence, 1 conscious choice of discipline, 1 boundary honored, 1 old habit refused. This is how the Ascension frequency builds, not in big moments but in small daily alignments. 3. Release 1 low vibration attachment every week. It could be a habit, a belief, a distraction, an emotional pattern, a toxic environment. Every release increases your frequency. Every release brings you closer to your divine self. Awakening is not addition, it is subtraction. Clearing the noise so your higher truth can be heard. Most spiritual seekers fail because 1. They chase spiritual feelings instead of transformation. 2. They lack the discipline required to hold higher frequencies. 3. They fear letting go of the old self even when it limits them. But you are different. You feel the calling. You sense the shift. You are being prepared for your next evolution. Awakening is not a destination, it is a rebirth, a rising, a purification, a return to who you truly are beyond ego, fear, and limitation. And the moment you commit to this path with clarity and courage, your transformation accelerates. Your energy expands. Your inner vision sharpens. Your higher self steps forward. This is the path of the awakened. This is the path of the chosen. If this message resonated with your spirit, stay aligned with this journey. Subscribe to Still Strong and continue awakening the true self within you. Your transformation has already begun.